right now. Okay, session key.
And the session key is going to be 602
Mm-hmm.
2281.
Just 1 second. Okay. Sorry, I'm just taking some screenshots. There's something I want to show you when you're screen sharing with me.
Okay, I'm not viewing your screen just
Yeah,
yet.
you're not viewing right. All right, so it didn't download. It didn't download. It says wait for download to finish, but nothing has downloaded. You might have to give me that number again.
Well, that's the thing. It won't allow me to provide it again because on my side it's showing download started. We could try to do it again.
Yeah, well, it says here wait for download to finish, but it doesn't show anything is downloading. And I go to my it should have been done by now because I speak to Apple all the time. And I go to my download folder and it's not in there. So I think we're
Okay,
gonna.
we could try to reinitiate it because
Yeah,
I don't have the session key any longer. It went to the next screen.
yeah.
Let me try to restart it and we can enter a new session key.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready for the session key.
Okay, hold on. All right, go ahead.
Okay, the session key is going to be 303
303
84
84
69.
69. Got it.
Okay, now it looks like it's trying to connect us. Let's see.
There you are.
Okay, yes, so I am viewing your back screen just so you're aware.
Yes, thank you. So I'm gonna minimize this. I'm gonna open my. Ignore my screen. It's got a lot
I'm
of.
sorry, Miss Ida, you sound really far from the phone. I can barely hear you.
Right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay, great. So my senior advisor asked me to do this. Here. Let me bring up the actual email. Here. And this was sent a couple days ago, and he was supposed to run some diagnostic today for engineering. And he's supposed to call me back at 9 o'clock, but did not call me back at 9 o'clock. And the last time I spoke to him, he was 1 hour late as well. So that's not working for me. He told me the diagnostic he has to run, it lasts 24 hours. It only shows 24 hours of use. So I did all the work for him, and he doesn't call, or she doesn't call. So
Okay.
you should be able to access this file. Here it is.
I would have to definitely look into the notes. That's what I was doing while we were trying to get connected. I do see it as quite a few notes, so I'm not sure exactly where you and the last advisor left off. However, I'm definitely happy to help. Bear with me just a sec so I can try to get caught up as to what's going on.
Do you want to take a moment? I'll hold.
Yeah, I said bear with me just a sec.
Sure.
So the question is in regards to the iCloud Drive, is that correct?
Well, I am thinking the notes should say something, right? There's a whole lot there. Jesus.
Well, that's the thing. I see this case was originally started on the 18th of, what month was that? July? But this was in regards to a chat you did with the pages not loading. And then I see the case is titled as an issue with iCloud Drive. Let me try going to the top because there's a lot of notes here.
Right, but this is what we're doing right now. This is the activity they wanted me to document, which I've documented. So I just want to get this over with.
And I definitely want to help you, but I have to first make sure I fully understand the issue at hand.
Of course.
Allow me a moment.
Of course.
Okay, and I see on the second she advised to gather recordings of or logs from the time you use the Mac till the time it's shut down. Do you know if any request was ever submitted to the engineers?
No, I was supposed to do that last night. That's the reason I showed you the email that was sent to me. I was supposed to do that yesterday, the whole day yesterday, and she was supposed to collect the data today, this morning at 9 o'clock. So I want to reiterate that this is the second time that Sheila has been late by 1 hour.
Well, Well, that's the thing. We have to keep in mind that we do take other calls, so it is possible she may have got stuck in a call. I do apologize she wasn't able to give you a call exactly at 9. However, we do take other calls, so sometimes can be a little late with getting back to our callbacks that we have scheduled. So
Of course.
we have to keep that in mind.
Of course.
Okay, so I see here where she was referring to. Bear with me. I'm trying to see. Okay, so I see the last email she reached out to you. This is in regards to the screen time showing inaccurate usage report. I see she advised for you to gather a log from the time you use the computer to the time you shut it down on the 2nd. That was the last thing she advised. Were we able to gather that data?
And that's why I'm calling you. Yes, I did all the work, and I'm ready to send it to Apple.
Okay, so if you could send it, did you already make it in an email? Because we will need the complete documentation. I can write it out if you like, but it's up to you. How did you want to send it over? Did you want to just respond via email with the documentation from the time the computer woke up, Safari or whatever application was launched, things of that sort?
Okay.
Because basically, I'm definitely happy to help, but I'll have to gather that information and then submit this request for review to our review team to see if we can submit a request to our engineers.
Hang on. Exactly what do you want from me? You want me to document all the times that I use, everything that's in the email, but you're not running any capture data or anything like that, are you?
It's not required for the issue you're having.
Huh. So the capture data is not required. All they need to know. So why did Sheila tell me that it has to be within 24 hours?
Allow me a moment to take a furthermore look into the request for the engineers. Okay, so 1 day.
That I'm thinking should be in the notes because that's priority number 1.
Well, that's the thing. We have a resource that we're referring to that was designed by our engineers on what we should collect when submitting the request for review to them. So I was reading the first section where it does state that they want us to, basically document the activity with the Mac for 1 day. I do see that. Allow me a moment. I'm still reading. So what day did you gather the detail? Because it does state, my apologies, that it want us to run the capture data, but this is following the date of the documented activity that you create.
So the reason I called is because I did the work. I did it yesterday, and you're supposed to capture the data today. Hence the reason I'm calling.
That's the thing. We do have to get the capture data ran. However, they still want us to provide a complete documentation of all of the things or actions that was done on the Mac prior to the day before. So yesterday you said you made documentation from the time you used the computer to the time you stopped using it, correct?
Okay, so you're screen sharing with me. Let me briefly show you, okay? So I don't get into a quagmire. I'll briefly show you, all right? So let me close this, close this. Okay. So this here, I'm chatting. This is when was this? July 27th. So I'm chatting with Apple Chat, and they told me there's a new patch that I need to update my Mac to 12.5. Now, if I go here, I'll show you it is 12.5 now. Okay, but my Mac for days it would not allow me to down to software updates. I'm gonna play this. It's only 51 seconds. Look, see? Okay, my Mac would not allow me to update, and it does that for all the patches. It will not allow me to update. Then finally one day it allowed me to update. Okay, so lots of problems with it. So I started the Mac not last night, the night before. So there's August the 2nd at 11:59. So 1 second before midnight. Downtime is always on. Okay, so 59 seconds, one more second for 12 o'clock. 12 a.m. and downtime turns itself off. There's all the apps down there. It automatically turns itself off. I recorded it. There's a recording. I recorded it. Okay, it turns itself off. So this is the new day when I'm starting to record. This is August the 3rd. Now I'm recording for the whole day. But so I documented screen time. It's saying 3 minutes of use here, but usage here is 10 minutes. Then I stopped the recording and I tried to shut down the Mac, but the Mac would not shut down. I tried everything. I tried Apple here shut down like I normally do. Nothing worked. Then I had to hold down the power button to shut down the Mac. This was 12, just after 12 a.m. on August the 3rd. Okay, that's how I started off the day. Okay, and the recording disappeared. So I started up the Mac at 10:56 a.m. yesterday. 10:56 a.m.
You powered it on, or you woke it up? Was it completely shut down, or
This time it was
sleep mode?
okay. So this time it was completely shut down. The Apple logo loaded. Normally it doesn't load. I will shut the Mac down. It doesn't load. I'm already signed into my Mac. Serious problems. Anyway, so I started recording at 10:56. Okay. At 11 o'clock, no Wi-Fi. My Mac tells me I have an external user. Okay, and it's downhill. Nothing works. Okay, so I have an external user here at 11:01. I run diagnostic on the Mac. Then I shut it down. Now here's the thing. I shut it down at 12 p.m. So when I'm in downtime, packets are constantly moving. This is a small amount, but there's millions of packets moving in downtime. I restarted at 3:55. No Wi-Fi again. I did not connect to Wi-Fi, but Wi-Fi is an active process. Data moving. All processes are restricted on this Mac. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. I recorded everything that I did from 12 o'clock, from 12 a.m. until 2 a.m. in the morning. Okay, I recorded everything. This is what happens. The Mac freezes. This here, see, 1 hour 12 minutes. Every time I open or close the Mac, things freeze. This here was frozen. It says 3 hours 21 minutes of use, but this one here is not congruent. Lots of recordings. This morning, started up the Mac. Trash, could not empty trash. It tells me memory, or ran out of memory. QuickTime is not open here, but QuickTime is here as having no memory. Preview is here, but it's not here. Anyways, you get the gist of it.
Well, I was trying to make notations of each thing you did throughout these hours. The only thing I got so far is that it was powered on at 10:56 a.m. You ran a system diagnostics at 11:01 a.m. You were viewing the activity monitor at 7 p.m. You shut it down at 12 a.m.
So, well, this is just a general overview. Because I went to bed at 2 o'clock last night. I recorded everything and I upload them. I upload them here and they're all terminated, constantly terminated. Okay, so everything is recorded. I just have to put them out on a spreadsheet, on a document to say exactly what I did. I'm just showing you a basic. Hold on. Wait. Here are all the recordings. Hold on a minute. Let's do this one here. 61 screenshots. I'm gonna open it up. Now, I did tell you to document everything, but I didn't write it down as to exactly here at 11 o'clock I did this, at 11:05 I did this. I just recorded it. Now I have to go through all the recordings to show you what's happening. I think we should run the capture data, let them have that. I can send some screenshots, and then I'm gonna have to document everything. It'll take me many hours to document it. So
okay, yeah, because I'll need that because that's part of the issue that you're having, and that's required.
yes.
So I can submit the request without it. However, they're going to still, because that's what's recommended per the engineers. We will need that log of each detailed step activity that you've done throughout the day for yesterday.
Yes.
So
let me work on that and send it to you. What they're interested in knowing is that screen time is not working and how screen time does not document what's happening on the Mac. Okay, it shows incorrect information. It shows false information actually. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I took some screenshots last night. Here at 12:46 a.m. this morning, it tells me I went to this website. That's not true. That's incorrect. I did not go to this website. I'm on YouTube. It does not show YouTube usage, but I'm on YouTube right here. Safari. I'm using Safari, but it doesn't show Safari. Okay? And I did not run wireless diagnostic, and I did not do this last night at 12 o'clock in the night. All of this information that is showing is incorrect. I'm just giving you a general idea. There I circled it, all incorrect, because I recorded all of it.
Well, this says daily average, so.
No, but this is the new day. This is 12:45 a.m. This is a new day. It's showing me my usage for this day. So if I did not use archive utility, it should not show archive utility. Yes? If I did not use the App Store at 12:45 a.m., it should not show usage of the App Store. Yes? Because
yeah.
I'm in downtime. Okay? It does not show correct usage. Anyways, look, information and reading shows 7 seconds, but nothing here is 7 seconds or adds up to 7 seconds. So it's showing usage, and then the usage freezes. Okay? It freezes, and I've documented that, the use freeze. Stickies, same thing. Mail, it says mail, I used it for 11 minutes and 5 minutes here. That's 11:42 a.m. No, I did not. Anyways, it goes on and on. And again, I turn Wi-Fi on, and there are apps that never engage when I turn Wi-Fi downtime on. Anyways, you got the gist of it. That's it. I can document. It'll take me a while, quite quite a while to go through all my recordings. Let me close this one here. But let's run the capture data, and I'll make a long list today. But everything is recording, and I have all the screenshots.
Okay, yeah, I've already sent you the link to your email. You can go ahead and open your email.
Which email? Can you send
the email associated to your Apple ID?
I don't use that one. Can you send it to this email, please? There.
What's the email?
Here. There. Tell me when you've sent it.
I didn't get it. What was the email?
Here.
I didn't know you were showing it. I thought you were going to say it.
No, it's here on the screen. Okay.
Okay, go back.
Go back?
Yeah.
What do you mean go back?
To the link. And now try to download it again.
There.
Okay, go ahead and log in. The screen was paused just so you're aware. Let me know when you're done.
Sure. I'm done.
Okay, I'm coming back onto the screen.
Okay.
Alright, so go ahead and confirm.
You already have capture data there from June 10. Should this be there? Should this show up there? I've never seen that show up before.
Did you already run this capture data?
Well, this was in June 10th. Now, we're in August now. We're August the 4th. They should not be there, I don't think.
Go to your Finder. And then to download. It's not showing there. So it looks like it was the last time it was just successfully ran. Okay. Try clicking to run on the download again. And you'll save it.
Do I want to save this to my download folder?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. There it is. There it is, okay. What now?
Go ahead and open it to run it.
Oh, open it to run it? Okay. weird too now.
The issue you're having is with the this diagnosis is what we need. Oh wait, let me make sure it also doesn't need the file system usage logging. Bear with me. Okay, yeah, I just need this diagnosis. Okay, perfect. So yes, then go ahead and start it. So the screen was paused just so you're aware.
Mm-hmm. So what do you want me to do here?
Okay, let me come back on the screen. So basically, you'll just fill out this information here. The date the issue occurred. So we're gathering the data for yesterday, so that would be the date. Yeah, you would explain.
One point 59.59 a.m. on right, there you go. $11:01:32. Hold on.
The detailed notes that you made, could you be sure to copy and paste that in case I need that as well?
I'm sorry, say that again now?
All of the detailed notes you made here, could you be sure to copy and paste that in the notes so that way you can send it to me in case I may need to refer back to it as well?
Sure thing. Month is... Wait.
8/3/22.
Okay, so this here, 11:01:32, is what I want them to pay attention to, is this external user. Okay, 11:01:32.
I can't hear you again.
Yes, okay. At 11:01:32, that's the only timeline I put, where it says external user is 1. Now, I have a lot of screenshots, which, as I said, I'll mention. I will organize and send. Now, you want me to copy this and paste it where to an email to you?
Yes, ma'am, all of the detailed notes you made.
Okay, hold on. Copy. And here. If I send it to here, you wouldn't get it, right? You need to send me an email so I can send it to you.
Do you have the most recent email received from the last advisor? Let me try saying I could just send one.
Okay. Okay, there you are. So I'm going to do that. Everything is I should say will be. hold on a second. I just want to make sure this makes sense.
What time zone are you in?
Eastern Standard.
And the time the issue occurred that you have marked there, is that AM or PM?
That's AM. Okay. So what do you want to do now? Let me send this to you. Okay, go ahead. So what do you want me to do now?
You click done. I'm gathering all of the information that we will need to submit this for review, so that way once we're done, we finish up here and just need to wait to see what they tell us the next steps would be that we need to take.
All right, thank you for that. And please remember to mention that when Apple had the patch out, my Mac would not allow me to download it. I showed you. I click on software update. It would not allow me to download any patch until after a while, the next day or the next 2 days.
That's a different issue than what we're mentioning here.
That's true.
You are having multiple issues, but we have to look into each individual issue. Right now, the issue that we have at hand is the screen time usage showing incorrect. So we would have to provide any details, in regards to that specific issue.
Mm-hmm.
With the software not allowing us to update, we can definitely try taking a look at, but we have to handle one issue at a time.
I understand, but there's so many issues. But I get it. It's just my luck that I have an Apple computer that's not working at all, and I get no assistance from Apple in terms of how do I resolve the issues. So I'm gathering everything for Apple, but no one has come up with a solution. So I'm waiting for a solution. Hopefully somebody will call me back with a solution.
I am attaching all of the notes that was made here. Okay, so I'll include the start time that we have with the 11:59 a.m. and the diagnostics. Okay, perfect. Hold on.
Oh, and can you add one more thing? So Netstat told me that not only is the Mac streaming, but it's receiving datagrams. It's sending and receiving datagrams when Wi-Fi is off.
Got it.
And I do not share or use AirDrop or use anything or sync or anything of that nature. So please let them know in the event they think that maybe I sync to another device. No syncing, no sharing, nothing that would be construed as connecting to another computer. Not without consent. I did not consent to it. So you want me to open this?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and open the file. Alrighty, so that is the file we definitely would need.
Okay, can I just divert for 1 sec?
I'm sorry, come again?
Can I divert for 1 minute?
Divert?
I want to mention something just for a moment, and you tell me if this is included in data collection, okay? Okay, so I had mentioned that this here packets moving in and out of the Mac was frozen, which I recorded. Mentioned that. But this morning, I don't know if this morning this is this morning at 8:31, nothing worked. It told me I'm running out of memory and I couldn't empty trash at all. Would that be part of the recording? Should I document that as well?
With the trash. I mean, you could just send over the video recording because they do ask for screenshots as well, and we can include that. They
Okay.
just honestly wanted the detailed activity logging of, from throughout the day,
Okay, I tell you what,
the actions you take.
right. I know they want that. They were specific about it. I will document that, but like I said, it's so many hours of recordings. I'm gonna have to go through it. It'll take me the whole day to document it. Then I'll send it to you.
Okay, well, I've already made all of the detailed notes for the request to submit over for review.
Okay.
Like I said, I'll go ahead and submit it. They will require that, but I'll just follow up with you via email to tell you the next steps that they request for us to do.
Okay. What do you want me to do with this capture data?
Okay, so now that needs to be sent over to us. So if you could go ahead and go back to the email.
Okay.
We may have to compress it first. Yeah, actually, go ahead and compress the file first, so that way we can try to reduce the size. Let's go back to Finder. There we go. And you would. There you go.
No, you want me to move? I have to move it. It doesn't compress. I have to move it to my desktop, don't I? Oh yeah, it does compress.
No,
okay, yeah, got it. Okay.
Okay, there we go. So now this file, if you go to your email, you can then send it.
So go back to disk image.
No, ma'am.
Or send
this email here.
This one? How to send file to Apples? To how to send file?
No. Close that box there. We're done there.
Okay, I'm gonna minimize
right here where it says the Apple support.
Right.
There you go. And now just reply to this email and attach the.
Okay.
Actually, let me see if I can send it a different way. Here, let me send it a different way to you.
Okay. Are you sending me another email?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, so now you should have another email.
Want me to go here?
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. But I don't have questions. That's incorrect. I don't have questions about iCloud Drive. This is a request from Apple Engineering.
Yeah, I updated the case. I think it's because that's how it was originally saved. That's why I sent over. But no, I definitely had to update that because the issue is with the screen time usage showing incorrect. So that's not the correct case title, but that's how it was saved when you initially was working on this case. Because there were multiple issues in this case, it was updated.
Okay, but I'm just saying that's incorrect, and at least you know that's incorrect.
I'm aware of that. I updated it.
Okay.
Trust me, I had to.
Okay. There we go. So can I use the same link to send the screenshots to Apple?
Yes, ma'am. That's what I was just about to mention. The last email I just sent, that's with the one you can use to upload the recordings.
Okay, so okay. The one that I'm using for this.
screenshot.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
So this one here. Got it. Okay, whenever I send something, there's just about the same amount of packets coming into the Mac as is leaving the Mac. Any idea why?
As far as the activity monitor that frequently changes, for more information with the activity monitor, because we typically don't go in there and make any changes. The only time we actually use the activity monitor is checking the memory pressure to ensure that the Mac is running properly for the packets in and out. We honestly usually don't go there for any type of troubleshooting. So as far as what's showing there, aside from referring to the resource we use, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well,
You can see this is the
in your file, what Sheila should have is all processes are restricted. Today, Apple it says no as it relates to Apple, but all processes are restricted, and that was something she was going to look into. There's so many issues, but this is one that was already mentioned, but no one has come back with a solution. I cannot shut down anything on this Mac. I have no control. Nothing can be shut down. It comes right back.
Right, and like I said, I'm definitely happy to try addressing each individual issue. It's just with submitting the request to the engineers, we have to be detailed on that one specific issue. So if there's an issue with the shutting down, I'm definitely happy to look into that as well. It's just it will have to be an individual case for each of those issues you're mentioning.
That's all right. Actually, in the documentation of yesterday, all of this happened. So I'll just put it in that in my documentation. Okay, the same thing happened over and over. It doesn't stop. But you're seeing it right now. So when do you get back to me?
So basically, once I submit this request for review, we have to basically allow 24 to 48 hours. The review team, they're pretty fast. We're responding back, and they'll tell us what next steps we need to take. As far as like if they require us to do any additional troubleshooting or collect any more data. So I should be reaching back out to you via email within 24 to 48 hours, rather discussing the next steps if I'll go ahead and submit the request to the engineers, or if they require more troubleshooting. If they require more troubleshooting, I'll be checking to see what time will work best for scheduling a call back. But basically, you'll work with me up until we see through to a resolution. The next step I'll have to do from here is just submit this request for review to see if we have everything gathered to upload. To send over to our engineers, to our review team. And like I said, they respond pretty fast. I'm here until 3:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, so I'll be sure to check the request throughout the day to see if they respond anytime.
All right, that's fine. I will check my email regularly. So for me, it's better if you communicate via email. Is that okay with you?
That's how we typically communicate. We have no other way for communication. Now, also keep in mind, if I do schedule a call back with you, I do take other calls, and I do sometimes get stuck in calls. If you can see, I'm currently stuck in a call now, and I have a call back that was scheduled for 8:30. So it is possible we get stuck in calls, and there's a delay with reaching out. but I'll be sure to reach out to you via email.
Yes, that's not a problem. I understand when people get stuck in calls. What I normally do is send an email saying, "Hey, I'm waiting for you," and the person would send an email back saying, "I'm stuck in a call. I'll call you back." Blah blah. Whenever time I usually send an email, but this time I just forgo the email because it's just happening too often.
Yeah.
Why do I have this huge amount of data with Safari networking, sending and receiving data?
Like I said, as far as the activity monitor breakdown, I mean, we do get the basics on like explaining what each individual tab indicates, like as far as the CPU, memory, and energy. As far as like the data that we show here as to why it's showing like so, I honestly wouldn't be able to give an exact explanation because, like I said, we only get the basics. We're only provided the basics with using Activity Monitor. The only time we refer to Activity Monitor is when we have to gather some type of data for our engineers or check the memory to ensure that it's running properly. Well, each Mac shows different information in this breakdown here.
Well, this breakdown here is only active processes, not all processes. I set it so that it only shows active process.
And you said your question was about the Safari?
Well, Safari networking data, if I send something to, let's say I send an email, the email never goes to Gmail. It always goes to Safari networking. If I send something to be printed at Staples, it never goes to Staples. It always goes to Safari networking. Everything I do goes through Safari networking. So I'm thinking it's a networking of computers, but I don't network. And by the way, my Mac tells me that it's under device management, MDM client.
Do you use any type of extensions or plugins in Safari?
I don't, but console log tells me that there's a lot of extensions on my Mac. Hold on. For example, this was on the 28th, so I've been recording and there's no Wi-Fi, and Mac tells me it has concurrent connections 4. And here's I think I mentioned two Safari showed up one day on my Mac. After I updated to 12.5, I saw 2 Safaris. Okay, and there's a whole lot more. I wanted to find device management, but I'm not going to find it here because it's too much. Too many screenshots. However, where is it? No, I don't have it here. Anyways, I have enough screenshots to show you. The Mac says device management and MDM client. Alright, so I'll show you something. Other here has these two. It says the remote advisor has been with me for 15 seconds. Okay? So altogether, other use is 1 minute. And here it's 4 minutes. Okay? But other has been with me since 12 in the morning. But it's in gray. I have no idea what other is. It's usually when the screen is being shared. Okay? And that's part of the issue that's going to be in the documentation. Other. There's constant use of other, but not by me, even when I'm not screen sharing. Okay, so it's done.
Yeah, it looks like it is completed.
Okay.
Perfect. Let me make sure I got it. So yes, ma'am, I did get that as well.
Okay,
Let
good.
me see.
Okay, so I'm going to send 3 screenshots, that's all.
Yeah, because we already have 61 from you.
Okay, there we go. Did you please confirm? Those are the ones where downtime was on, then it turned itself off, and then the external user.
Yep, I got those 3 images as well.
Perfect.
So we are good to go.
I'm going to sign it. Okay, we're good to go. I'll connect with you via email, yes?
Yes, ma'am. And the email that I sent you that you could respond back to, it should have came from a reply.
Right. Here.
No, not that one. This one.
Oh, hold on.
This is going to be from a no reply.
This is no reply, right? But hold on, sorry. You sent me this one here, the middle one. This one here.
Yes, ma'am. You can even leave a message or just simply respond to this email, and I'll be able to see it as soon as I am in office. I'll go ahead and submit this request here now.
Mm-hmm.
And now we just have to wait back to hear from the review team to see what the next steps would be. I, this time, however, did include the request that I'm sending over to the review team.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, if you speak to another senior advisor and not myself, they'll be able to see where we are in the process and pick up where we left off.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the help.
No, you are so welcome. Do you have any other questions or need assistance with anything else?
I think that you don't want to hear the answer to that. I'm waiting for a solution, and all Apple is doing right now is asking me to work for it, and which I've done again and again, but nobody has come up with some solutions. If I'm waiting for a solution, that's all I can tell you. Given the magnitude of the problem, I'd like to have a solution, please. All right. Okay, Destiny, thank you. I'm going to let you go. We'll connect via email. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
No problem. Thank you for contacting Apple Support. You take care.
Bye.